And the 10 of them off. They are dispatched for the support, the Hunt Family Fund December Gold Cup. 10 of them go off fairly quickly towards the first of 17 scheduled fences. Glengouly in the cheek pieces up amongst the leaders, with Vincenzo in the dark blue and white and former winner of the race, Il Ridotto, white jacket. Imperial Saint in the gold close to the rail is in the leading quartet as they already arrive at the second. Joly Smoke in midfield. Last of all, Martator in the dark blue and white made a slight mistake at the second and just needs to recover his poise. Jagwar, sheepskin noseband hoop jacket, is held up behind the likes of Colonel Harry, Es Perfecto and Kim Rock, who's got the red cap, as they clear out over the third. So the first 3 fences fairly sharply behind them, and now they move into their first turn and begin the descent towards the end of the first half mile in what this year is the most poignant of renewals of the December Gold Cup. Glengouly leading the field early to Imperial Saint, Vincenzo in the dark blue and white disputing third with Il Ridotto. And then Colonel Harry, who's away to the left on straightening, the dark blue and maroon. Es Perfecto, the yellow cap, cutting the corner. Upsides Joly Smoke and the nose-banded Jagwar. And then Kim Rock and Martator racing at the back of the field. Glengouly gave that one plenty of daylight. Slightly ballooned it, but maintains the lead as they run on towards the fifth. Vincenzo, Imperial Saint and Il Ridotto heading the pursuit just ahead of Colonel Harry on the outer of the group. And then Joly Smoke mid-division, the white and green on the sleeves for Harry Skelton, being kept company by Tom Bellamy, the yellow cap on Es Perfecto. And then Jagwar, Kim Rock and Martator continues to be held up. Into the wings of the sixth they come. Glengouly leading a well-grouped up field. Jagwar there nodded on landing. It didn't convince at all. It hasn't halted any of his momentum. He travelled strongly under restraint in the green and gold, but he was briefly down on his nose at the sixth, and he stood off that one as well, but made a much better shape. So turning to meet rising ground, there's little more than 5 lengths covering them, and Glengouly has the lead over Il Ridotto, Vincenzo, Imperial Saint, the rail and Colonel Harry out wide. Then Joly Smoke and Martator in the dark blue and white, and Es Perfecto, the yellow cap, down on the inner. Upsides Kim Rock, and Jagwar, who was a little cautious at the sixth fence and pitched on landing, is now being given a bit of time just to cover his momentum as they come downhill towards the eighth. Glengouly taking them to it, jumping soundly. Es Perfecto in behind them, probably not seeing a lot of daylight there, but they are very tightly concertinaed up as they move on to the ninth, the water jump for the only time. Glengouly over Il Ridotto, the spotted sleeves. Vincenzo between horses and Imperial Saint down on the inner. Colonel Harry seeing a good view of the front, nicely poised on the outside of the field and tracked there by Martator. Here's an open ditch. Glengouly, Imperial Saint, Il Ridotto, Colonel Harry, Vincenzo the hoop sleeves and cap. Then Joly Smoke, Martator, Jagwar, Es Perfecto and Kim Rock, and they are still very tightly grouped up. Martator just a little slower than Jagwar, who jumped past him there. So across the top of the track they go. They're heading for the final mile. They're going towards the last of the open ditches. 6 out, and Glengouly's made every inch of the running so far. Still had the advantage there. Es Perfecto was a little untidy. It's a fairly short run to the fifth from home. Glengouly draws to it with Colonel Harry in the dark blue on the outer of Il Ridotto. Then Vincenzo and Imperial Saint in a gold jacket down on the inner. Jagwar is making stealthy progress at this stage. Hoops upsides Joly Smoke, and then Kim Rock, Martator, and Es Perfecto is now being ridden along at the back of the field. Coming on the descent, they've got 4 left to jump in the December Gold Cup. Glengouly still in front, a whole host of possible challengers though on his tail. Imperial Saint right around the inner. Il Ridotto, Harry Cobden, spotted sleeves, sitting quietly. Vincenzo in the thick of the action. Colonel Harry is wide. Joly Smoke, Jagwar, Martator widest of all as they come towards the third last. They've all got a chance. Glengouly still have the lead there over Vincenzo. Imperial Saint just being angled for a better position. Comes off the inner as they begin the swing for home. 3 furlongs to travel. 2 left to jump in the Support the Hunt Family Fund December Gold Cup. Glengouly, Vincenzo the dark blue and white. Imperial Saint, Il Ridotto 1 from the left. Further left, Colonel Harry. Jagwar is being forced to switch in behind in the noseband. Joly Joly Smoke is closing, so too Kim Rock with a red cap. 7, 8 with a chance as they head between the final two fences. Still Glengouly for a massive shock under the champion Jockey. Vincenzo closing in. Jagwar's moved into third. Neither the leading pair particularly fluent. Glengouly, Vincenzo gets to his quarters leaning in. Jagwar is still running on. Bowen though, full bore. Glengouly with 50 yards to see it out is going to spring a surprise and a huge day for Faye Bramley. Glengouly wins the December Gold Cup under champion jockey Sean Bowen. Tight second, Vincenzo and Jagwar, then Kim Rock, Joly Smoke and Imperial Saint.
By far the most important race of the day has been won by Sean Bowen for Faye Bramley on Glengouly. He's already taking applause from the crowd, quite rightly. Beautiful ride, Sean. Did you think you were going to be able to control a race like that from the word go?
No, but look, it always helps when a horse can travel, doesn't it? And he's obviously been running over 2 miles, so I was able to get out sharp, wing a few fences, and then I was able to dictate the whole race. Yeah, and I was happy that I could always keep slowing it down because we obviously got good form over 2 miles, and yeah, great training performance by Faye and AP. Spoke to my agent earlier in the week. He said you have to ride Glengouly, and I said it's 7 mile handicap, there's no chance. And he said I promise you. They said it's a massive chance, so they got it right.
They absolutely did, and you weren't being pressurised in the closing stages. Coming down the hill, there wasn't, you were still able to control it.
Yeah, no, but I was from the top of the hill. I was going a good gallop because I didn't want them sort of all coming round me. So I was making sure I was making it even enough so they wouldn't come and tackle me. And yeah, brilliant.
And his jumping, clearly, you needed him to keep getting into that rhythm, and that's what he was doing for you.
Yeah, I'd say he was gaining lengths on the field with his jumping, wasn't he? So yeah, got an amazing rhythm, and yeah, brilliant.
And he had some back class?
Yeah, he has some very good form, doesn't he? With Willie, and he took a while for the penny to drop, but it's sort of been dropping the last couple of times, and it's taken till now to get his head in front.
Well, congratulations for winning.
Well, cheers.
Faye Bramley is enjoying the biggest success of her career to date, and she said her mind is a whirl. I think everyone can understand that because Glengouly has just won the most important race of the day. Congratulations. I mean, your mind must be whirring.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I just can't believe it. To even be here with a runner, and I love this Christmas meeting, so to be here with a runner is just something else, but to win that race is just unbelievable already, isn't it?
I mean, and the way it was done as well. What were you thinking coming here today?
I know. Well, he was in the form of his life at home, and he was really gleaming, and his coat was shining, and he was really happy. He's eating up. He was just working really well, and so coming here, I knew he would run well. I was like, there's no doubt about it, he won't run well. But to win, and to win like that, yeah, I was just thinking, I bet Sean's loving riding him now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he rode him at Aintree where he really showed something for you, and here Sean has been able to control the race completely. Talk us through your thoughts as you were watching him do that.
No, he just gave him an awesome ride, didn't he? And I'm usually really nervous watching them, but I wasn't really pacing because I thought, this is nice. It's not too fast, it's not too slow. The horses, I got a bit of a fright because I think it was the sun on the fence and he ballooned it, and I was like, oh, and that's the only part of the race I actually thought, oh, what's happened there? But yeah, other than that, it was class, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. And last day, apart from that one, he jumped beautifully, didn't he?
He did, yeah, he did. So yeah, he's great. He's great to train, and he's a lovely person, and yeah, I'm really lucky to be around horses like this and owners like this, and I'm just really grateful for the cheeky pups for giving me a shot, and so yeah.
Some shot, and you've taken it. You put it in the back of the net, Faye. And this is a horse that was trained by Willie Mullins, no less. And you've brought back the spark.
Yeah, well, I don't really have anything to do with buying them or whatnot. But Justin he'll ring up and say, I've got a horse coming, and I say, okay, no problem, and we'll have a look at it, and then they come and we get on with it from there. So.
And what's this little horse like at home?
He's just a gentleman, he really is. He's just class. There's nothing about him that is any badness or anything like that. He's just a pure gentleman. We love him, yeah.
And earlier, you had a juvenile run extremely well, didn't you? You must have been really pleased with what Winston Jr. did.
Yeah, I was, yeah. He pulls so hard, and,
yes.
He's still a bit raw, and he isn't the finished article. And I said to the lads, whatever he does today, there will be improvement in him. And for him to run like that and finish second. So I think we've got a really nice horse there.
Definitely.
You know, I just need to get him right and let him grow into himself a little bit and get a bit out of flat mode. You know.
Yes.
So
yeah.
So
And the fact he managed to finish off the race so well, having pulled so hard, is brilliant.
Yeah.
Might he be something for the Fred Winter, perhaps, at the Cheltenham Festival?
Maybe, yeah, if we can get him right and his head right and everything like that. But he can't be pulling like that, can he? No. So we need to sort that out first.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Take a step back for you, though. I mean, this must be, I mentioned right at the start, biggest success of your career. Haven't been going that long. I mean, it must be brilliant for you and your team when you go home tonight. You know, the sense of satisfaction you'll all have.
Yeah, there will be, and I know everybody says it, but the lads that are helping me are just awesome. They really are. Everybody cares, you know, and yeah, I've just got a great team, and obviously you can't do it without them, and you know, they are the key. They are definitely the key.
Well, Faye, congratulations. I'm going to let you go and enjoy watching it back, have a bit of champagne and actually relax and enjoy the success. I hope to see you many times back in the winners' enclosure here at Cheltenham.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.